Okay, guys, hope you're good. Just coming with the morning analysis for C1 and C5. So yesterday we had a break. We caught this move. We caught this move here, and I think most of the guys took profit here, if I'm not mistaken. The price pulled back, retested the 50, continued to push down. So if you following our lessons, you know that this was the zone here. You see we marked it for the first reversal. We also had a nice M pattern, 13 closing, price closing below the 13 EMA. Sharp fin on TDI, sell confirmed. Right, then we entered and we dropped down with it until he continued to fall into the zone, which was actually broken aggressively. A retest of the zone right there, which was also a break of this particular trend line here. Price came back inside, right, and retested. And it continued to fall to the next level. I think this was a previous low marked by this blue line. Today we're expecting a continuation fall. If you look at it from a higher time frame, you see we've got much momentum coming to the downside. So I'm anticipating price to come into this zone here. For now, I want to see if they will break here, but I'll show you on a smaller time frame. But on a higher time frame, I'm expecting price to come right into the zone. So that's about, from current price to here, it's about 78 pips or 70 pips, plus or minus. So would like to catch that move when it happens. We have momentum to the downside. I will expect a pullback to possibly this level or back into this level here. Possible, with stop hands coming as high as this area. That's a possible move as well. So that will give us like a head and shoulder type of pattern. If it doesn't reach all these areas, possibly we'll get a pullback. Then from there, we'll be expecting price to actually break this zone and come to this zone. Okay, so daily, we've got momentum. H4, so remember we're doing multi-time frame analysis. H4, you can already see the momentum happening. The current H4 candle closes in about 40 minutes, so we might be looking good for a continuation sell. Right, once this candle closes, you can see there is possible momentum coming through. So why I would also like to take a sell here is because for those who will be looking to buy, we've had one leg outside the bands, one leg in the bands. Usually, if the price is going to go up, they will trap and push price lower. But for us who sell C1, we actually take that trade because we're only selling crash on our side. All right, so we are looking for a possible break of this zone. So we're going to wait and see what happens. So this could be possible, but if we get momentum here, it will just be a huge drop. But let's see how price plays out. Okay, the retest would be either to this trend line or to the zone here. We also have another trend line running here. So our type of trading, we trade like by price action. So we want to see what the candles will be telling us. Like after this H4 closes, we want to see how it closes, possibly the next one before we decide to actually cut loss. Because right now, as you can see, we are in on a sell. So we're going to drop a time frame now to H1. H1 looks like we will have that break of this low for today. Today's low, there is a high possibility this low will be broken today. I'll send an update to the group, but for now, we're good for a sell. I'm anticipating a break of this zone. But a lot of things will be determined by how price action actually plays when it gets here. Because when we started to plot this zone, you can check the price action. We got there clean, price slowing down here after this momentum, price slowed down. Then they pushed one more time before they actually stalled and reversed, right? But they were just reversing into the 13th EMA. So we can get a good drop here in the break of today's low. So for now, we would possibly be looking maybe for a possible scaling if price action allows. So this is H1. TDI is also showing a nice continuation pattern. Those who know how to use TDI. Okay, if you check, we're coming from a one leg out, one leg in. Set up. We had a shark fin here, but again, it's one leg out, one leg in most of the times. So we will be anticipating a break of this zone. If they do pull up, the break will still come, but we'll just advise is price action paints out. Then second from last time frame we look at is M15. M15 we have rejected off the 50. We're looking like we're coming with some momentum. So if we do come below the yellow baseline as well, it can push back as far as here. But if they remain below the yellow baseline, we will be good for a good sell. So I will update that in the WhatsApp group. What else? So remember, all our signals in our group, everything, signals is free. So you can join if you're trading boom and crash synthetic indices. Okay, so M15, we're good for a possibility of a sell. So our confirmation will come if we break today's low. That's where we'll get our confirmation. I'll expect a possible test again of the 50 before we actually have a good move to the bottom side. So that's my view on C1. Last time frame I usually look at for continuation or for scaling in would be the 2-minute time frame. Certain things we should just come to check for here, mainly like the trend. Am I trading above the 200 or below? So for now, we just rejected off the 200. So you can see that's the 200. So we are actually looking for a possible continuation sell. So when my price comes back somewhere here, I'm going to open another sell. So I can actually put sell limits. Let's put it 85, 14. Okay, let's use 2. Okay, so usually one other thing when you scale in, most of the times I always advise, okay, let me just open this position now. Okay, 88, I don't know where I'm getting the 85. Okay, so limit is now on. So I'm anticipating a break of this low, of today's low, anticipating a break. That's why I'm actually putting that limit. Stop loss will probably be right here. Since I trade in the spike trend or spike direction, I usually, if I'm on the charts like this, I do not put a stop loss because I'll be monitoring my trades. Yeah, so basically stop loss will be here for this sell limits. Then for this current running position, let me just modify because most of the times you don't want your running position to end up being your profit position to end up being a loss. So we're just going to put slightly into profit there in case the price decides to pull back. We won't have a huge drawdown. So the first position is running on it's a risk-free trade. Then the limits, we will be risking about 15, 25, 35, 45. It's about 30 pips. So for such a risk, I would expect 60 pips and more. So I would come to H4. Okay, from here, my TP would be, it will be 87.50. So I think we already spoke about that level. 87.50, there it is. So you see, it's a 1:2 when you're talking of risk to reward ratio. Then what I just noticed here is also a trend line. Let's see how it lines out. Okay. This is the daily chart though. So possible push into this area. We come back to retest this zone and the trend line. And this is also a zone, by the way. So we're actually in the zone. So if we get a nice push down, we'll get a possible rejection, and I'm anticipating price to come to these lows. There's actually a whole zone as well. So you might want to put your little support lines in there. Yeah, so we'll be expecting price to drop into this area, or that area. Anyway, there we'll be expecting to take profit. If we get a rejection here, possible retest and an aggressive break should take us towards 8,600 price range, 8,600, 8,550, 8,500, somewhere there. But we'll be updating as the price plays out, because it could come up again. So we'll just be updating as the price plays out. So that's my view on C1. I think that will be it for now. So basically C1, that's what I'm looking at. I'm mainly focused on C1 and C5. Step, I don't really trade it. I think we took a sell yesterday and it stopped us out. Yeah, we took a sell yesterday. Stopped us out. Let me check. I think we took a sell. Where did we take the sell? If it was not here, yeah, I think it was somewhere here. Then this pullback kind of took us out. So this one I don't really trade it. C1 and C5, those are my main ones. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. We're trying to work on doing live sessions, live trading sessions. So we'll just see how we're going to do it. Maybe probably starting next week Monday, but we'll see. Either it will be live sessions or it will just be daily market review. So already here, M15 on C1, you can already see TDI. This is a head and shoulder pattern. Break below the 50. We're trading also below the 50. We good for selling this one. So I wanted to mention, when you open your positions, it's usually good to start with the biggest lot size. Then as you scale in, you start reducing your lot size. So it could be 10 lots, 8, 6, 2, 1. It could be one lot, 0.8, 0.6, 0.2. just depends with your account size and your risk. But for now, we good for a sell. Stop loss will be here for the long-term sell. Stop loss will be above this previous high, but you can always scroll to the smallest time frame like I did just now on the 2-minute time frame. So yeah, guys, if you want to join the community HP Capital, just hit us up. Telegram, there's an open channel. Setups and signals are sent almost on a daily. Then we're mainly active on the WhatsApp groups for now. So yeah, like I said, we'll try to do the live trading sessions as well. But we will keep you updated. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Quick review on C1. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share with friends. We just want to grow a small community of just like-minded people. And if there's any suggestions or something you want us to look at, maybe when we do these reviews, please do let us know in the comments. But thank you so much. We appreciate the support.